What music do assassins listen to? Hits. What's an assassin's favourite type of restaurant? A takeout restaurant. Why can't you have sex after playing Assassin's Creed? Because Ubisoft. That one's pretty good. Hey, you're right, guys. Today we are going for another platinum. It's been a while. The last platinum we did was Gollum, which was traumatic. I haven't been the same, as you can tell. I was going to do Assassin's Creed 2 with the Ezio trilogy, but I've already platinumed that, so we're not doing that. We're just jumping straight into Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And I love the Assassin's Creed franchise. I've been a fan of it ever since the first one came out with my boy Altair, so I'm not like a die-hard Assassin's Creed fan, but I've played pretty much all the mainline ones, but I thought it'd be fun to go back and platinum all the ones that I kind of missed out on, because there's quite a few Assassin's Creed games that I need to go back to platinum. So we're going to start with this one and build and work our way up to the ones that I've kind of missed out on. It's time to jump in with our boy, everyone's, I'm pretty sure, favourite assassin. Surely. Maybe like one or two, because you have like some great ones in there like Edward, but Ezio is the GOAT, he's the greatest. So we're going to be jumping into Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, of course. There are 50 trophies in total between me and the platinum, so we might as well start with step one, which is to, of course, go through the story. As always, I mean, that's everyone's step one for going for a platinum. So let's do this. Hell yeah. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Coming for that carrot. Ezio Auditore stealth mission. Distraction. Kill your prey. Okay. Walk in slow motion so you still look awesome. Kill him with your awesome. With an arrow so you could pop the Red Sea. No, they don't, maybe they do. They don't. Now act like you didn't do it. If you know, you know.
On one side are the Templars. Better known these days as Abstergo Industries.
Graphics. So we jumped straight into playing the game, and it really didn't take too long to get our first trophy. Oh, here he is, my boy. Oh, well. The trophy already. And we jumped straight into the first mission of the game, and instantly I was having a great time because Ezio's a boss. Oh, oh. I see him. I was taking down guards and running through the streets with my boy Mario.
You have my thanks.
It's a me, Mario!
But it really didn't take long for this game to start doing what Ubisoft games do best. But then, guys, in came one of the greatest gaming themes of all time, signifying that we truly had started the journey to getting that platinum.
This decision is yours alone to make. Only do so quickly. Give it to me. You can do with it as you will later.
Bene.
Jump!
Yes, the music. That's art right there. After that incredible intro, and after, of course, Ezio had gotten laid, we battled our way through the ending of Sequence 1. And then it was on to playing Desmond. What a switch up from that intro to playing to Desmond.
I've got you.
Thanks.
So we speed ran through that intro section and then came across the goofiest British character in all of gaming.
Did you miss me? No? Anyone? Hello? Am I speaking out loud? Hello?
The worst. And I was forced to do a bit of training, but luckily I did get a trophy for getting a 10 kill streak. And then it was on to sequence number 2, and there was something to keep in mind. Every single mission in this game, I had to make sure I got full synchronization, which was basically just a bonus objective for each individual mission, as there was a trophy attached to that. Luckily, Ezio's a boss, so I didn't struggle too much with getting that on the first mission of sequence 2.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
And because me and Ezio are big-brained, we're just on the same wavelength, we made sure to keep a lookout for any collectibles that we could find on our journey as well, because you guessed it, we're going to need all of them.
Feather 1 of 10.
There were flags to keep a lookout for.
1 of 101.
And also these little puzzles that you might remember, Subject 16, which there were 9 of in total. But I just got on with what assassins do best and then came across exploring some tombs, which there are 6 of, but as you can see here, I didn't get full synchronization. So not wanting to grind out 100 missions at the end of the game, I went back to replay the memory and conveniently got a trophy, Deja Vu, for replaying a mission. And then worked my way through the entire tomb again and got 100% that time. I made sure of it. And guys, we were making incredible progress. So we got 2 trophies back to back, 1 for completing sequence 2, and then 1 for getting 100% on an entire sequence.
Hell yeah.
And then it was on to sequence number 3.
Welcome to the Rosa in Fiore, stranger.
Salve. Would you be kind enough to...
Where is Madonna Solari?
She's dead.
Merda.
Ezio has 0 chill, but of course you gotta check your mail, so I made sure to do so with Desmond.
Oh, okay.
And then worked my way through yet another tomb, which gave us another trophy, Gladiator, for completing said tomb.
Sequence 3 complete. Oh.
Now we all know Ezio's a bit of a womanizer, but I bet you didn't know that Ezio's also a bit of a stalker.
I just have a second chance. Ah, well, I'll follow her ways. See where she lives.
Right.
So that's exactly what Ezio did, as he stalked her home. I mean, great. But we were making our way through these missions with no struggle whatsoever. I mean, some struggle at times, but we don't talk about those moments, of course. And I was having so much fun. These missions were great. They were bringing back so many memories. Apart from the tail missions, I felt like they had really good variety in the missions, which was great. But as it's called Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, we did have to make sure to actually recruit some assassins, and we got the trophy Brotherhood for recruiting 3 of them. And I did have to keep an eye on these because I had to send them out on these little missions that don't really do too much. But there was a trophy to get an assassin to level 10, so I made sure to focus on that as well. But anyway, back to blowing up horses and carts.
Il mondo è migliore.
Bang.
Vittoria agli assassini.
Gloria ragionare Vassini.
And with sequence 4 done, it was time to take on yet another tomb. Seems like there's quite a few missions I'm going to have to go back for, but it wasn't too long before sequence 5 was done and another trophy was ours. Take a swig of my tea. Sorry. Don't know why I added that in. I'm going to add that in. Why not? During all this, I made sure to get on with some more side missions, like destroying all of Leonardo's inventions.
What do you want?
50% again, I'm not doing great, am I? And of course, Ezio had built up his entire army because everyone was loving and respecting this man, as they should. Requiescat in something indeed. Now give me my trophy. On to sequence 7. Made our way through yet another tomb, and honestly the parkour on this game never gets boring. Give me my trophy. And then I thought we'd tick off a couple of trophies because I was feeling in the mood. So we got the trophy Home Improvement. That was for renovating 5 buildings in the Antico district. And of course you've got to go for the trophy for throwing some money in the well.
I am going to buy a big pie. My lucky
Not that I need money.
Oh, who said Ezio never gives to the poor? Did you say Ezio never gives to the poor? You were wrong. In my canon event of Ezio Auditore, he gave to the poor. And that's important. Also, do you want to see something kind of cool, actually? Let me show you. While I've got you here, I'll show you. This is in case none of you believe that I've been an OG Assassin's Creed fan. I mean, I can't go all the way back to 2007 or whatever, because I have nothing to prove that. You just have to take my word for it. Actually, boom, wrong. Look at my trophy list. But look at this. This is a video of me looking goofy as hell, reacting to The Walking Dead about 7 years ago. What's that poster to my left? That looks like Ezio's outfit to me. That means nothing. I don't even know why I had to show you that. I just thought it was kind of cool that that is there in my videos for about a year straight from 7 years ago. Anyway, you're here for trophies, not for memory lanes. So it was on to everyone's favourite type of missions, tail missions. And things got very Ubisoft where the guy I was tailing just started tailing me.
Oh, what is this?
And then we finished the sequence and got Bloody Sunday. Now, you can have times in this where the assassins, your brotherhood, can be great use, great help. And then you also get some times where they're not such great help, which you're going to see plenty of in this video. Don't worry about that. And thanks to their incompetence, fumble in the bag, I had to escape with my life.
I say.
But with that out of the way, we were coming towards the end of the game, and I even had the Apple of Eden. And with Chapter 8 done, it was time to take on the final sequence of the game.
I am the best fighter who ever lived!
Yeah, you truly were not the best fighter who ever lived. But we came towards the final area of the game, which didn't go too great.
And now they are our final vaulted hope.
Oh.
And they both lived happily ever after, and I got my gold trophy, a knife to the heart, for completing the game. And what a game it was. And now is on to step 2 of the platinum, which was to go around the map and clean up all the side missions and all the collectibles. And as you can see here, there was a lot to get on with, so we best get a job on. We were taking on ships. We were soaring through the skies.
This is terrible.
Of course, made sure to get any flags we came across, which I'd only found 22 of up to this point. We took out some captains. And took out any enemy towers that were in the way, which luckily I was on the last one pretty quickly. And of course it's Assassin's Creed, so there was still a couple of tombs that we needed to get through.
You saved me! Praise God!
But we needed to get some trophies out of the way, so I saw a perfect opportunity here to get the trophy going up, which was to flatten a soldier with some blocks. Speed ran through the final DLC mission, which I never played originally, so it was really nice to go through all of these missions in the Ezio collection. But for doing so, we got the trophy GPS, and with that, another failed full synchronization. Oh dear. And with the help of my Brotherhood, I was able to get the trophy Airstrike for killing 10 guards with a single arrow storm.
Okay. Goodbye.
Now I needed to build up my notoriety because I had to pay off a bishop who was preaching about how evil I was, and after paying him off I had to pickpocket him to get my money back, which felt kind of nice to be fair. Now Ezio is many things, and that includes a gambler, so I had to get the trophy High Roller for winning a lot of money at this game. And then came the best trophy of the entire game, which was to kill a guard with a broom, and let me tell you, this broom was brutal. Ezio really is a man of many talents, isn't he? Now those little training sequences I was doing at the start of the game, well I had to go back to those, unfortunately, because I needed 3 gold medals in 3 separate ones of those challenges basically. He had some fighting challenges and some parkour challenges, but because there was only 3 golds I needed, it didn't take too long to get it. Now I was waiting for my opportunity for this trophy and I found it, and that was for special delivery, which was for performing a double assassination while using the parachute.
I'm with you.
Hello, Ezio.
And while we were in parachute mode, I thought why not go for the trophy where you need to parachute off the tallest building in the game, which didn't go as well as you might have expected.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're dead.
After I got that petty revenge of mine, I got back to climbing the tower and got the trophy Fly Like an Eagle for using the parachute while jumping off. And then came this mess of a trophy, oh my god. So fairly simple, I had to jump from one horse to another while pushing a guard off their horse, and you can't touch the ground, so you have to go from one horse to the next horse to the next horse 5 times. Fairly simple, right? No, not at all actually. This was maybe one of the most painful trophies of the entire game.
So boring, it's such a boring trophy though. Oh my god!
I did get a trophy while attempting this, show off, and that was for doing 10 guild challenges. I thought for a second it was the trophy that I needed. It wasn't, it was just convenient timing.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Get back here! Now you come back!
Oh! What is this?
I can't reach him!
This is crap.
I can't reach him!
Yeah, you know what? Fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my god.
Thank god that mess was over. It was time to do something a bit more fun, which was to win all the betting competitions for brawls. Again, Ezio, many talents. Now Ezio of course has the long arm, so we needed to go for the trophy long arm, I think. Wait, let me check actually, is it long arm? Oh no, it's strong arm. It's strong arm. Okay, never mind. And that was for throwing a long weapon at a guard. For throwing a heavy weapon at a guard. And then finally throwing a smoke bomb at a guard. But all of these had to be over 10 meters long, hence the name of the trophy. Now even in 1507 nobody liked clowns, so of course there was a trophy to beat up, and quotation marks beat up that is, because I mean, well, look at this. That clown ain't beat up, he's dead, Ezio, he's fully dead. And then came the chore of getting all the collectibles. Luckily, unlike Assassin's Creed 2, you were able to buy maps off a merchant, and that showed you where all the feathers and the flags were. So that made things very useful. Now I did have to look up a map to find where some of these Subject 16 videos were, because I was never going to remember, and I definitely did not use a guide for these puzzles at all. And everyone, round of applause for my assassin, my boy. He finally got promoted to the rank of assassin. I feel like a proud father actually. A tear might come to my eye.
The wisdom of our creed is revealed through these words. We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
And then I'd put it off for far too long, but it was time to get all 101 flags dotted around Rome. To be fair, it didn't take too long. It took about 30-40 minutes because you could buy a map, so it really wasn't too bad. And then eventually I came across the 101st flag of the game and got the trophy. And as you saw earlier on, I missed about 12 to 15 missions where I didn't get 100% synchronization, so I just spent a few hours going back through some of these missions and 100%ing them, and then I missed out on some side missions that I didn't even know existed, so I made sure to go around and do all of those as well. And some of these were incredibly frustrating to deal with.
Oh, piss off.
But stress aside, we were slowly but surely making our way through some of these chapters. Like, some you had to do without being hit, some you had to do in a certain amount of time, some you had to do without being detected, which were the really annoying ones.
Oh my god, killed the... There you go, that's... You're both assassins.
The reason these were annoying was because if you failed the synchronization, you had to do the whole mission again. There was no go back to previous checkpoint. So that's what made things kind of annoying, but especially because of how clunky the game can be at times. Not too much, but sometimes it could be. But I made my way through the last few missions, and then noticed that I'd hit 100% synchronization and didn't have a trophy. No trophy popped. I was sweating a little bit because that's the one trophy you do not want to glitch on this game. But luckily I found like a secret area. It was the DLC missions that weren't showing up. And of course the final mission I needed was to do the entire chapter without losing any health. I guess after all this time I still haven't learned to take my time, but I got there eventually. Third time was the charm and we got the trophy. Il Principe for 100% synchronizing the entirety of the game. But Joe, you're still missing a trophy. What the hell? Yeah, I was. There is actually a missable kind of trophy on this game where you had to find an artifact in the 2012 era. The problem was once you complete the game, you can't actually leave the Animus and go back to doing that. So I had to restart the entirety of the game, go through the whole first hour again. But once I got to the part where I was able to play as Desmond again, I went out on my adventures and found that final artifact that I needed for the final trophy and the platinum.
Don't stand up too fast.
Make sure you're back before dawn. There's an earpiece and a watch.
No.
These?
Don't do this. Don't do that. Oh, don't. One.
So there we go, guys. We got the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Platinum, and I loved going back to this game. Like I said, I played it originally when it came out a long time ago, and loved it then, still love it now. So if I was to rate this game, I mean, back in the day, my memories of it are like a 10 out of 10, but if I was to rate it now based on like the experiences we've had with other games since, I would give the gameplay for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood a 9 out of 10. I still think the parkour actually really holds up. I think the combat, it's not the most incredible combat you've ever had, but it's fun, it's entertaining to do, seeing Ezio pull off all these moves and just carve through people like butter. And they're the two things this game's really based on, is the traversal and the combat, like the assassination stuff. The story, again, 9 out of 10. I think the entirety of the Ezio trilogy has an incredible story, and I think the character of Ezio really kind of boosts that up. He has a lot of charm to him and he has a lot of personality. I know a gaming character with personality, what went wrong, Ubisoft? What went wrong? As for the exploration and the environments, Assassin's Creed 2, you kind of were jumping from Rome, Venice, Tuscany. You were going through different areas, but they were quite small, or a bit smaller, whereas here, you're basically in Rome. Well, you are just in Rome for the entirety of the game. And I've always loved the environment of Rome in Assassin's Creed. So we're going a 10 out of 10 for the exploration. Like, the tombs are always a lot of fun to do as well. And finally, for the platinum difficulty, it's like a 3 out of 10. This really is not a hard platinum. It's just go through the game. The trickiest part is to get 100% on all different missions. Some of those can actually be quite difficult, and again, that kind of annoyance of if you fail, you've got to do the entire mission again. It's not like a restart checkpoint or anything, so that's kind of frustrating. But again, there's nothing there really that's like Bloodborne or anything like that. So the game as a whole, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I'd give Brotherhood a 9. We might as well go a 9 out of 10. I don't really have any other reasons to bump it below a 9. Yeah, I love the Ezio trilogy still to this day. So there we go, guys. If you enjoyed this video, do let me know, leave a like, and if it gets enough views and likes, maybe we'll do Assassin's Creed Revelations as well, which is on the Ezio trilogy, which I haven't gone back to since that game was released, so that'll be really fun to do. But really do appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you for the next platinum, which I would want to say is Street Fighter 6, but we're still waiting on an update for them to add tournaments into the game, so that might be whenever. But until the next video, thanks for watching, take care, peace.